with our usual kind of thing we do here, where we'll go through our what's spinning in news. And Ken, why don't you take us off?
Sure. So I just read that death metal legends Benediction are putting out their new album Ravages of Empire April 4th. So on Nuclear Blast Records, album number 9. So they've been around for quite a long time. Of course, vocalist Dave Ingram returned on the previous album after leaving the band for quite a while. That was back in 2020. The album called Scriptures. That was apparently a big money maker for them for that return album. So they're back with a new album coming out, new dates. No Canadian dates confirmed yet, but I think I know Billy goes to Wacken, and they are going to be at Wacken this year. So that's
Nice.
kind of cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hopefully it's a good album. I like the last album. Scriptures was pretty good, so we'll see where this one goes. I know we've already talked about this, but Exodus replaced, Steve Souza's gone, Dukes is in. I know that people are like, yeah, good, bad. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't personally like it myself, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. According to what I was reading, Rob apparently has mended his fences with Gary and the band. So apparently, whatever beef he had, it's been settled. And I guess we'll have to wait and see what they put out for music wise. But
Well, Billy made a good point when we were chatting like online about it there last week when the story broke, and you said, Billy, that this is the problem with Exodus, like why they're so just here, because they can't seem to get a consistent, like they just keep going back and forth with members and around, and it just, hearing that, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was April Fool's Day, like,
yeah, same here.
But I mean, what's your thoughts, Billy?
Yeah, no, I'm the same as Ken. I'm a Zetro guy. Like,
Same here.
I like Zetro singing better, but I also think, like I've raised this on my Instagram channel, and a lot of people agreed that Zetro's are really good for the fans. Like he's somebody who's always out in the open. He goes to a city. He's out strolling around, talking to people. He's so friendly, doing pictures. That's a connection you have with the fans. Like very few people do that, right? Like I know Death Angel is someone who also does that, but usually you're charged for that kind of thing these days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll miss him, and I'll still buy the new album with Rob Dukes, right?
Same
Like
here.
I own the other Exodus albums with them; they're all right.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I just prefer Zetro.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh man, it just like, and especially with the momentum from the last album, which was so good. I thought Persona,
The tour was good. Like it was.
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I think I heard somebody say there were a number of venue downgrades in the U.S., but Toronto and Montreal sold out, and Toronto was near sellout.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if that's true in the U.S. or not, but
Wow.
Yeah, that's
That's,
crazy.
man. Do you have anything else, Ken?
No, that's it for me this week.
Okay, Billy, what have you been listening to, or some news from you?
well, Ken stole my first item. I'm a big Benediction fan, so I thought I even did a post today
Well,
when I
did you?
was
I didn't see your
saying
post.
the scriptures
Oh, I
uh,
didn't see that.
and saying in celebration of the news. So, but that's okay. So what else did I have? Yeah, just one thing. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan, but you guys always talk about them. Did you guys see Corrosion of Conformity?
Yes.
We're doing posts from the studios, so they finished their pre-production and are moving ahead. So they don't have a date, so I don't know when that is. But and then the last thing is an odd item. I still can't figure it out. Like on Instagram, 200 Stab Wounds posted 2 new clips. Just
Yes.
like 30-second clips of songs, and they're like songs not from the last album.
Oh,
Um,
I
so
didn't see
what
that.
so what the hell's going on there, right? Like that album's pretty, not new, but
Yeah.
fairly, right? You wouldn't expect them to be working on a brand new album, but I don't know, maybe they are,
Or EP?
and
Maybe an
they don't
EP?
say anything.
How about
Plus,
an EP?
yeah, they had they just had an EP for the position
Right,
there.
but maybe I'm saying that they might be doing another one. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, maybe. But that EP that just came out, that was their
Yeah.
original material. That was
Yes,
re-release of Metal Blade of the first thing they ever did.
that's
Right,
right.
right.
So these are different than that. So I don't know. And then they're just these audio clips, like they're white with the music symbol. So it's not like it's part of a video they've done or anything professional.
Yeah,
And
I
they
don't
say
Nice.
nothing. So I don't know. Like a lot of the sites are picking up saying what's going on.
Oh,
know.
that's
Okay.
cool. Hopefully, a new album would be wicked.
Yeah,
Be
I
kind
don't
of
know.
quick for a new album, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying. It's way too quick.
They just put one out, and you think they're going to want to tour with the new material for a while before they go back into the studio. But
Unless it's an EP, like maybe they had a couple of tracks left over from the album and they're going to give it a go on an EP.
yeah, maybe.
Well, their
Makes sense.
popularity right now is at an
Yeah,
all-time high. So
Yeah, yeah,
this is
yeah.
the time to strike while the iron's hot. I mean,
yeah.
that their album was just, I mean, it sold like wildfire and did so well. And Metal Blade got right behind it, which is great. And that was an amazing. I mean, I think it was in all three of our top 15 albums of the year,
Yep.
I believe.
He was number one.
Yeah, you number one, exactly.
And hell, I mean, the tour for that album, the stop in Toronto, I couldn't even get a ticket.
That's right.
Like
Yeah.
a waiting list. It had sold out. Like most of the tours sold out.
That's
Yeah,
insane. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess maybe that's the answer, right? Like Metal Blades, like let's get an EP out, like while things are going good.
That's probably
Yeah, makes sense.
But in terms of what's spinning, my record shop had I don't know why all the Municipal Waste vinyl records were on sale.
Ooh,
nice.
So there were two that I was missing that got shipped last week. So going back to the beginning,
oh, that's a good album. Yeah.
so that goes all the way back to what would that be, like 2004 or 3 or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
something like that. And then a little bit later, Slime
Oh, great album.
Punishment,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, I've been spinning. I mean, these are so much fun, and
Yeah.
so always a good time to spin some Municipal Waste.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's it for me.
Okay, cool. The only just a little bit of some sad news there. I'll bring up the rest in peace for John Sykes, the legendary guitarist who unfortunately lost his battle, a very private battle with cancer at 65 years old, which, my God, is way too young, and kind of shocked the metal community with just that happening. I don't think it was well known and
I didn't even know he had
well
cancer.
documented, and he kept it very private. He's Thin Lizzy, White Snake, Tigers of Pantang, and what is it, Ken? Blue Murder?
Blue Murder,
yeah, which I listened to. Ken told me to check it out. It was a good album. That's a really good album. Yeah. So
hard to find though. If you can find it, it's out of print now. So if you can find a copy of it, good luck. But
who's that? Sorry, did you say Blue Oyster Cult or
no, Blue Murder?
Oh, Blue Murder. Oh, I don't know him in that. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a rock. It's heavy metal with Vinny Appice was in it. The drummer in it. It's really good stuff. You should look it up. I think they were a threesome.
Yeah.
Good band.
So just our thoughts and go out to his family, friends, and obviously everybody's fans. I mean, in some way or another, odds are every metalhead has listened to his work through some channel or through some band, which is pretty common. I think there was a chance. He had a chance. I think he had turned it down to play for Dio in Dio's band at one point. So that would have been really, really interesting. So, but anyways,
finding Dio.
Yeah. So what I've picked up lately, I've got the latest, the new Halo Effect.
Oh yeah, good.
Album, and holy cow, March of the Unheard. This is a fantastic album, and I gotta be honest right now. It should make my top 15. There's a lot of lists, and we're going to be talking about releases. That'll be our top 10 later on about what we're most excited and looking forward to. But this one here, it's great. Came out a couple weeks ago, and I was able to pick it up. It was kind of a drag as I went to my record store and they didn't have it. So on my way walking out, I ordered it and got it 2 days later. I also picked up this one here. I ordered before Christmas and it came in, Bedsore.
Okay.
So this is pretty cool. Dreaming The Strife for Love. I don't know if everybody's, you know, I know you guys are familiar with them, but they're kind of like maybe an out on left field kind of Opethy type band. It's kind of really cool stuff. And a buddy online, Ian Salisbury, set me up. It was in his top 15 of the year, and I kind of saw it and was like, oh, what's that? And I checked it out. He told me to check it out, and it's pretty cool. Everybody should check it out. Definitely a cool album, a cool band, and just kind of weird, kind of out there. But that's what seems to be happening. We've got these really cool death metal bands, band like Opeth coming back at the end of 24, and this sort of metal kind of proggy kind of different stuff happening. I think it's going to leach into 25, and we're going to get a lot of really cool releases coming up. So